JLR investigates. Come on in. We have a situation in Paulding County, Georgia. Heavy police presence, folks. And it looks like a deputy got shot and killed. And there's some sort of standoff, though I believe the standoff could be over. They just gave a press conference that we're going to share some information. It looks like it is just northwest of Atlanta, Georgia. Hiram, Hiram, Paulding County. Come on in, everyone. What's going on here? JLR investigates. I also want to play an interview with a witness or someone in that neighborhood that was sharing what was going on. But this is in Harmony Creek subdivision at Verguy Ballantine Drive and Bill Caruth Drive. And apparently deputies were responding to possibly a domestic issue in Paulding County. And unfortunately, the sheriff's department said that a deputy, 30-year-old Brandon Cunningham, has lost their life. So I'm about to play the witness, the witness speaking, or somebody speaking about outside the neighborhood there. Look at that SWAT van. This was just a little bit ago. Paulding County. But it does appear the suspect, after he shot and killed a deputy, that the suspect has died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But here's somebody that's talking about it.
Just tell me what's going on here.
So I went out to get some food, to pick up some food, so it was real quick. But when I was leaving, they had like 2 undercover cops flying in. But by the time I came back, probably 6-7 minutes, because it was around the corner, it blocked it off. So everybody that lived in the neighborhood just waited around. And I heard some people talking, saying that it was an officer-involved shooting. So they can't find the person. That's all I heard. And they're looking, but I see SWATs coming in and undercovers, Cobb County, Paulding County, Dallas, all over. So
how are you feeling right now? I mean, do you have family that's still in the neighborhood?
yes, I have a newborn. I went to get some Similac. So yeah, I have a newborn and a wife at home, and yeah, I just told her to lock all the doors and stay away from the windows.
Are you worried for their safety, right?
Oh, definitely worried. I wish I was there to protect them myself, but I just told her to stay away from the windows, lock all the doors, and stay somewhere in the room and just be alert, you know.
Can your wife see like the home they're surrounding? She got video.
Oh, she saw that there's cops driving up and down the subdivision. It looks like they're looking for someone, but it calmed down in our area, but it's still in another subdivision, like 2-3 subdivisions in the neighborhood, in that street.
And what area, what neighborhood do you live in?
I live on Ballantine Point.
Ballantine Point. How far down is that?
Oh, that's the first subdivision on the left.
Okay.
And I heard it was in actually the subdivision on the right, closer to the high school. So I don't know if it's a kid involved, but this is what I was told. I was sitting in the gas station waiting.
You seen it? What's going on in the gas station?
Gas station shut down now, but everybody's just waiting, and they're just some talk to officers, some hearing from family that's also inside. So they're just hearing from what their family members are saying is that there's a lot of cops and they don't know what's going on.
It's crazy. Have you ever experienced it?
Oh no, usually this neighborhood is peaceful. There's usually nothing like this going on ever.
Thank you so much.
Can you talk about the feeling of being stuck and not being able to see your baby's life?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went to get food for the baby. So they sent me and I went back. Can't come back in, so it's okay. It's just sucks that I'm not there just in case anything happened. That's why I told her to lock the doors and stay away from the windows and the door and just keep everything secure. So
did she hear any shots or anything?
no, just sirens. A lot of sirens. Yeah, I heard it actually prior to leaving, but I just thought it was because the Georgia State Trooper is right there. So I thought it was just them, but it looks like it was more serious and severe than I expected. So.
And this isn't Dallas right here, is it?
This is Hiram. Hiram, Georgia. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, this is weird. I'm not used to this. Nobody here is. This is usually a peaceful neighborhood. No issues at all. This is rare, so I'm shocked that this is happening right now.
And maybe a few hours before you're able to even see your family. What's that been like for you?
It's only been like an hour, but the officer did say I'm not going to be able to get into probably late tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'm trying to find somewhere to go in the time being.
Yeah, and I know that has to be scary to not be able to get here.
Exactly. So I wish I was there to protect them and just be alert because, you know.
Is your wife okay?
She's okay. She's okay. So she just in bed and in the room. She just said she just staying quiet and keeping the lights off.
Okay. So something's going on, Paulding County. Now they gave a police, the sheriffs, and I didn't really kind of glimpse this, but I'm gonna get we're gonna play this right here. Let me get it together here. Oh, they took the video private. Huh. Interesting. But something was going on here in reference to. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see if they still have it up on here. Yeah, they got it here. Hold on. We're gonna play it right here. Right here. Okay. Let's see if we can play it right here. It's going to be wide. It's going to be this screen, but just bear with me because we're going to get an idea. Let me actually turn this off here, and then let's put up the volume and then see what they say, because they actually put the video private, which was interesting. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, see, look, they took the video off. 11 Live, they took the video off. Imagine that. Imagine that. But I do have another press conference here, trying to get an understanding what's going on. Apparently, there was a deputy that died, a 30-year-old deputy. But then they also, he also gave out this press conference here. And I'm going to get this one right here, if it's still up. This one might be gone too. Wow, they taking their videos down. Yeah, they put them private. Interesting. They put them private, both of them. Nope, this one's up.
My name is Ashley Henson, Ashley, last name Henson, Henson. I am a major at the Paulding County Sheriff's Office. I'm also our public information officer. I'm going to give you some information about an incident that's going on as we speak. We have a current and active investigation going on just behind me, just off Virgie Valentine Drive. So what I need you guys to understand first and foremost is this is a very active situation. We've got very preliminary information, and we will have information later on, okay? So I'm going to start and give you the basics, and we might take a couple questions at the end, but I need you guys to bear in mind this is a very active situation. So I'll begin. At about 6:13 tonight, our deputies responded to a domestic dispute in a subdivision just down the street. I believe Harmony Creek is the name of the subdivision. They responded to a domestic dispute. When our two deputies arrived on scene, as they exited their car, they were met with gunfire by a suspect who was inside a home. One of our deputies was struck as a result of that gunfire. Only one deputy. We had another deputy that was there with him. He was not struck. More deputies arrived on scene when the call for help came out. There was active gunfire raining down on the additional deputies that responded to the scene. As the situation progressed, we were able to determine that the female party of the domestic was able to leave the residence. She came back to the residence. She had also been shot. So there have been two people shot, one of our deputies and the female party to the domestic situation. We have a male suspect that we believe is still inside the house. We've got multiple SWAT teams. We have the Paulding County Sheriff's Office SWAT team, the Cobb County Police Department SWAT team, the Cobb County Sheriff's Office SWAT team, the Georgia State Patrol SWAT team. We have, as you can see by looking down the road, we have hundreds and hundreds of law enforcement agencies here assisting with this very active situation. Right now, I don't have the status of our deputy, and I don't have the status of the female victim. We will have that information for you at a later time. But right now, we have a very active situation. As I stated earlier, we have multiple agencies here. And this is, as you can tell by the look on my face, this is a very dire and serious situation. So I would appreciate your prayers for both our deputy and the female victim. I would appreciate your prayers for the men and women who are out there right now trying to get this situation resolved peacefully. So I'll take a couple questions at this time. If it's direct, if it's in depth, I'm not going to be able to answer. So please understand that. Yes.
Have you been able to contact the person barricaded inside the home?
Not at this time. Man, if you'll let me talk to the media, we can talk to you about that in just a moment, okay? Yes, ma'am. So right now, obviously, we've got a situation where there's, I think, 2 or 3 subdivisions down this road and a high school. So we've got kids that are trying to get back here from a football game that was tonight. We've got residents that are trying to get home. What we need to do is just please be patient. This is a very serious situation. We don't need folks getting back in their homes with an active situation like we have right now. I apologize. I know people want to go home. It's raining, it's wet, it's cold. But if people can just please be patient, we will get you in your homes as soon as we can.
What about the surrounding homes? How are you keeping those families safe?
So we have evacuated the homes in the immediate vicinity as best we can. Some people don't want to leave, and so we've been able to evacuate some of the homes. Some of the homes have not been able to be evacuated. We've got multiple Bearcats, which are armored vehicles. You've probably seen them on the scene, and so they protect our personnel, and they are actively conducting their operations. So we have multiple Bearcats. The State Patrol has one of their vehicles here. So we have multiple armored vehicles on the scene, and they are actively trying to bring this to a peaceful conclusion.
Is the GBI investigating as an officer involved shooting?
So the GBI has been involved. We don't know at this time if our deputies were even able to fire back.
Okay.
But the GBI will be assisting in the investigation as this situation progresses. I'm sorry? So at this time, we don't want to disclose that information, but both individuals were taken to a local Atlanta area hospital. I don't know if they were taken to the same one, but they were taken to hospitals in the area.
Is the suspect a boyfriend, a husband of this woman?
At this point, I can't confirm the relationship. I just know there is some type of relationship. I don't know if they're married. I don't know if they're boyfriend, girlfriend, but it's a male-female relationship.
Were there children or anyone else in the home at the time?
I don't have any information indicating that children were in the home. I don't know if they have children. As you guys can imagine, this is a very fluid situation. We will find out more as the evening progresses. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate your patience. I don't know what time we will have an update, but we will have an update for you this evening at some point. So just please bear in mind, any updates we'll put out on our social media pages. So this will be our media staging location for this evening. If that changes, we will let you guys know. And thank you for your patience, and I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I do have an update for you guys. It looks like that the situation is over. However, a deputy has lost their life, a 30-year-old deputy, last name Cunningham, like we said, and then the person shot, it looks like shot his wife, so a female shot, and then the individual committed suicide. That's what it looks like, the situation, but it looks like it has stopped. It stopped basically as I was going live. They said a standoff, but let me see if I can gather any more information. I was going to play that press conference that they were just giving, having, but then the 11 Alive News actually put it private. Let's see if they made it unprivate. Nope, see, they made it private. So no one else is talking about this. They're the only ones at the scene. It seems like this was Hiram, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Here's the map just to show you. Wild scene in that area just in the last few hours. Just in the last, he said a little bit after 6 p.m., whatever like that. So it looks like the standoff was happening and then happened in this area here. I believe it would be in this development here. This is Bill Caruth Parkway, Virgie Ballantyne Drive, in this general area, one of these subdivisions. So, I mean, we're praying for this deputy. And let me just see something real quick and see if I can get the name of I got the name of the deputy. I'm going to see if I can get a photograph. They're saying it's Deputy Cunningham. They're saying Deputy Cunningham. They're saying Brandon Cunningham lost his life. So basically, as the officers were arriving to this domestic dispute, the suspect inside the home opened fire on the deputy. Hundreds of SWAT officers and multiple SWAT teams responded to the area. Investigators said they responded to a domestic dispute after 6 p.m. and bullets began flying at deputies the moment they stepped out of the patrol car. Wow, this guy was on a mission, huh? And thank God no one else got hurt. Let's see if I can just put in Brandon Cunningham and see if we can get anything like a photograph of the deputy real quick. And I was looking for another live feed. They had a live feed, but they took it private. So that's a disservice to us, but yeah, so nothing else necessarily on this case. So prayers up to the sheriff that lost her life. I'm just going to look at any subsequent media reports here. This is what they say right here. This is what they're saying. Paulding County deputy shot while responding to call. This is the individual that gave the press conference out earlier. It says suspect found dead from self-inflicted gunshot wound. So Paulding County, they don't have a photo. Tonight we lost. Here's a statement. Tonight we lost a hero. I ask this community, as you always do, to join us, stand behind us, and hold us up. This is going to be a tough time for all of us and all of our guys. Cunningham was the first deputy from Paulding County Sheriff's Office killed in the line of duty. So it's the first time ever that a sheriff in this county, Paulding County, lost her life to, I mean, that's sad. That's sad. All they're doing is just, stopping by and making sure, to keep the community safe. So other local sheriffs, including Fulton County, Cobb County, and Floyd County, stood behind the sheriff as the sheriff spoke. I know what Paulding County is, and I know the people here. I know what you will do. I ask that you please keep this family in your prayers. Even if you're not in the county, I ask that you pray for this family, both blood and blue. Everyone here is hurting. All right, so, and then also a female got shot. So, tough time, folks. Let me know what you think. Sorry I couldn't get the feed, but I gave you the information that's out there now. So as the night unfolds, maybe they'll give an additional press conference and whatnot. Stay safe out there. Struggling with, domestic issues or whatever like that, violence is not the answer. It's not the answer. So that's what's going on, Paulding County, Hiram, Georgia. If anything else happens, I'll share with all of you. Thanks for watching, everyone. JLR Investigates. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.